Now, I think we have 3 children left. I was saying 3 before. I miscounted in my head. We had 4 children left before. Now we have 3. And my freaking USB hub that I typically have hanging under my desk keeps falling. I'm going to need to reapply electrical tape again to it soonish. Played Awakening enough to complete the support log. That was your motivation, lol. Your rating FE accomplishment thus far. You're bad at games. But that's also the really nice thing about this game, is it's so perfect for like whatever skill level you want to play at, is the thing. Whether you want to have like a kind of casual playthrough on like normal casual stuff like that, whether you want to have a bit of a challenge with hard casual or hard classic, or whether you want to regret, you know, ever playing video games by playing Lunatic plus classic like I am. So, you know, there's that. Let's get freaking Laurent next. A mirage village?
Yes.
Or rumors of one at any rate. People claim to have spied a desert village that sometimes appears during sandstorms. Tales speak of a legendary goddess staff that sleeps there, but who can really say?
Really?
Sounds like it could be helpful. Maybe nothing more than idle talk, but it still bears further investigation. Just take care, sir. The sands are home to armed barbarians. Every year sees a few villagers go chasing the myth and finding the grave instead. I'll not stop you, but be sure you're well armed and fully prepared. Anyway, welcome to Lunatic plus Classic, if you don't know it, where enemies, like units like your own, can get skills like Luna, which is a good skill. Have enemy defense res when attacking, trigger % equals skill stat. Enemies will have skills like Luna Plus, which is the exact same thing, but it activates with every single attack. It's not a percentage chance. You'll get skills like Vantage, which will let you attack first even when attacked if your health is under half. Enemies will get Vantage Plus, always strike first, even when attacked. They'll get skills like Pass that allow you to pass through tiles occupied by your own units. So you literally can't make a wall to defend your weaker units, so all your units have to be strong, essentially. You can get skills like Pavize or Aegis, which have a skill % chance of like having damage from like the different weapon types. They get Pavize and Aegis Plus, which again have no percentage chance to activate. They always will. And the most BS skill of them all, Counter. Damage taken from an adjacent foe and an adjacent enemy is dealt back to that foe. So if you are 1 tile away from the enemy and you deal damage to them and it doesn't kill them, you will take back the exact same amount of damage that you dealt to them. Meaning, it doesn't matter how strong your units are, you can still get absolutely slaughtered by the counter skill. Also, they get Hawkeye, which means that they'll always hit you, which they can combine with things like Luna Plus. It's completely random what skills they get. And all in all, it's literally just a massive RNG mess of a difficulty probably never tested by the game developers, and is just hell, for lack of a better term. Everybody out. Okay, I am going to need to bring along... also I'm starting to get cold again, so I might put on my hoodie here again. Where's Muriel and Rickon? These two. Yeah, Jarame nerd. Indeed, Cam. So that is Lunatic Plus in a nutshell. Oh yeah, Muriel's a sorcerer right now. I might put my jacket back on here. My jacket hoodie thing that is falling apart, and I need to get a new one of these days because it has massive holes in it all over the place. So let's do that real quick. Meh, something like that. Give the doggy a quick few pets for support here for the upcoming chapter. And then, yeah, let's bring my really strong pairings here. Big stretch. I don't think my mic picks it up, but I heard her groan just now. Doggy tail was wagging. Guess she's a happy doggy in that case. Boopity bop, and then, I don't know, Donald or something? I can bring as the last unit. I think Laurent appears over here, if I remember correctly. If I recall, I mean, I could also just have one of these two on either side to account for either possibility. This is what we can do. Is this route the enemy, or just defeat the commander? I can do that in, like, 2 turns. If I had 2 units with Gale Force in 1 pair up, I could do it in 1 turn. I don't have any flyers with Gale Force. I have... What if I paired these 2 together? Hold on here. 8? 6, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's closer to. Hold on a hot second. Can I 1 turn this? If I freaking Put these two together, who both have Gale Force. Sumiya goes over here, kills that guy, then gets movement again, and then Lucina can go over here and, like, kill this dude. And then can Lucina make it to kill the boss in one turn? Hold on, can I one turn this map? Nice cam. Can I one turn this? I'm about to try it. I'm going to try one turning this. Here we are, boys. The Golden Oasis. They say the villagers around here are filled to bursting with rare treasures. I mean, I could always go to the villages then, because I think there is actually some pretty good stuff from this map. Kick down every door you see. Don't let a single coin slip by. I should not one-turn this because Laurent did not just appear. That is unfortunate. Guess we're not one-turning this because I need to recruit Laurent, is the thing. I will rush over to the boss here. But yeah, sounds good, Ketson. Hope you have a good night. Yeah, we're not one-turning this because if I do, I won't recruit Laurent, is the thing. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I think he appears on the next turn, maybe? Maybe. Well, let's just hope that my unit doesn't get screwed over by counter over here, essentially. Is what the strategy will be. Oh my goodness, that lag. My oh my. But yeah, whenever I need moral support, I'm in a position right now where I can just reach down Pet Doogie. What I can do. That's what I can do whenever I need support for this here. You've seen gameplay of Lunatic Plus and you're like torturing yourself sometimes when it comes to games, like playing the same game to unlock conversations, but you don't think you'll be playing Lunatic Plus anytime soon or like ever. Yeah, this is kind of not an okay game mode. The fact that this exists at all is quite surprising, honestly. Like, it is not an okay difficulty. There's no way it was tested. Like, the amount of the crazy strats that you have to pull off on some of the earlier levels, especially, are insane. Oops, I have these two completely separated from each other. One-turning Lunatic Plus Classic? I could have one-turned this if I really wanted to, but I won't get Laurent then if I do. Let's not actually do that. Yeah, let's keep these two here then, so that it won't matter which way Laurent appears. Wait, who can attack there anyway? One of the flyers, maybe? Yeah, one of the flyers with a freaking spear. So Donald's not gonna do a... Oh, I can one-turn this. Wait, can I? Laurent is right here. Oh, I have to go there as Muriel is what I have to do. Go for it. I can't one-turn it anymore. I ended my turn over here. I can two-turn it. I can definitely two-turn it, but I can't one-turn it. It's too late for that now. So yeah, it was to the left, except I have to go chat with the villagers there. Is what I gotta do. Yeah, I could try to get Lucina to go to that village over yonder way. Maybe. Yeah, there's no Divine Pulse in this game or anything like that. That was introduced in Fire Emblem Echoes. Was the first example of it, which was the third game on the 3DS, which was a remake of Fire Emblem Gaiden. So yeah, that didn't exist in this game. I really wish it existed in this game. It would make things so much easier. It would make life so much easier for me. Oh my goodness, Pavi's Plus. Yeah, you don't have to worry as much about making mistakes, or like having one tiny little mistake right at the end screw everything up, you know. That's the worst feeling ever when that happens. Speaking of the worst feeling ever, if these guys have counter, and I'm not I'll one-shot this guy. If a bunch of these guys have counter and my unit winds up dying, I will be so mad. I will be so pissed. Well, time for everybody to just die. I can skip some of these because we already basically know what happens. You know. We already get the idea. That guy gets deleted. Oh, we've got some dudes with range attacking Lucina. Well, thank goodness he doesn't have Hawkeye to guarantee that his attack connects. Thank goodness for that. Oh! Oh, I was about to say, I was confused if why Donald wasn't countering because I forgot to give him the freaking tome is why. Good thing it didn't take any damage. I guess I could have given Cordelia the javelin. But considering it's Lunatic Plus, I'd rather she actually didn't counterattack at all. Because if she could counterattack, then there's a chance of the counter skill activating and murdering her. It's literally just because of the counter skill that Astra is crap and bows are the meta, which is something you don't see in like any other difficulty. And the reason bows are the meta is because enemies can attack you without you being able to fight back, which is perfect. You don't want to be able to fight back with counter. Who's my favorite ship? Good question there. I mean, if I was talking from a tactical standpoint, Crom and Olivia from the from a tactical standpoint of, you know, getting the best possible units that I can, but from not that perspective, jeez, I stare at spreadsheets to plan out builds for this game way too much.
Thank you.
That is a very good question there. I might have to think on that. I can't make it there. I can't make it to that village. Okay, maybe we won't two-turn this. Or maybe we will anyway, because whatever. Screw it, man. Yeah, I have... That's a very good question there. If I look at my units after this, I might be able to answer it better. Like at all the pairings that I have. And just, you know, not consider the fact that I did it from a tactical standpoint. Is what I could do. Like, Stalin Cordelia's is pretty good. Not only is that one tactically good, but that one is also just really cute as well. I quite like that. I think that might be the only one of the pairings that I actually have right now in this army that I really like from that standpoint, and not just from a tactical standpoint. Maybe. Well, get some Tome experience, Donald, I guess, by doing 0 damage. Ah! He's gonna do 0 still. No damage. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah. I've looked up more of my pairings after this. I'd be able to answer it better. Oh, hello there. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Eureka, it's you.
What?
Curious. I have no recollection of making your acquaintance. Though few things are as unreliable as the human memory.
Excuse me.
Ah, forgive me. I forgot that you have not met me before. My name is Laurent. Are you here in search of the Mirage Village?
Yes.
That is my cause, yes.
I see.
Mine as well, though I fear my efforts thus far yield precious little progress. Still, an excess of evidence exists for the village to be baseless rumor alone.
Right.
An assumption on your part that.
Say.
Might I accompany you in your search? I feel certain that with your help, that your help will lay exposed that which has eluded me alone. I worry your hypothesis lacks a certain scientific rigor, and yet there exists a possibility that I am in error on this count. So, yes, you are welcome to join us.
My thanks.
Excelsior! I assure you, I will not be a burden. Oh, I think I remember how this works. Isn't it the freaking mission where you visit the villages one by... Maybe I won't two-turn this. Isn't the one where you, like, visit the villages one by one until you get, like, the real one? And there's gonna be, like, 2 more that appear? Isn't that how it works? Okay, guess I better start playing it ultra safe now. Well. Who has counter? Those are the most important ones to take out in that case. Both of these guys have counter, so Cordelia should probably take them out. Personally, don't think of the characters technically, just think, hey, they're cute, or like their hair color, like your ship Sully and Frederick, even though they make like objectively the worst GL, but their S support is so cute. I don't know if I've ever seen theirs before. I don't know if I've ever seen that one before. Yeah, I mean, in Lunatic Plus, you kind of have to do, you know, the best possible stuff you can do. Like, for example, my avatar, I paired up with Sumiya because Sumiya doesn't have arms thrift herself, so I did that so I could pass this skill down to 2 children, which basically gives you infinite weapon uses once your luck stat is high enough, which it will always be if you run Limit Breaker. So, yeah, that gives me 2 insanely powerful units. Like, if I had gone with a unit like Cordelia or something, for example, who already has arms thrift on her own, then I wouldn't be making an extra arms thrift kid. So a lot of my strategy has come down to getting arms thrift on as many kids as possible, and then I worry about stats from there. But first and foremost, I try to get stuff like arms thrift on my kids. And I'm gonna get some very, very wacky builds going with that. Well, time to die. Time to die. Oh, you had Aegis Plus. Ah, well. Ah, well. She can't even make it to freaking dance for anyone. That sure sucks. Can Crom one-shot this guy? Answer is no. Alright, let's try to take out this guy because he has counter. Oh, he has Aegis Plus, though. Lissa doesn't care. Lissa cares not for your Aegis Plus. Man, this doggy here is so freaking tired. So beat right now. Oh man, she didn't gain any stats there. That sure sucks. Okay, now we cannot make it to those dudes over there. That sucks. Wait a second. I just heard her groan. Wait a second. Too bad she doesn't have a longbow. Let's see here. Boopity bop. Speaking of whack, you have Laurent as a berserker on one of your files? Oh my. Yeah, for this, I was thinking about either making Laurent Nosferatu tank or making Noir my Nosferatu tank. I settled on Noir. So these are the skills that I inherited onto Laurent, it looks like. So Laurent is just going to be a generic kind of sage in my army, I imagine. But Noir is going to be my freaking Nosferatu tank that murders anything that moves by having like an Aversus Knight or a Forged Nosferatu or something. With infinite uses because of Arms Thrift.
Good.
And then just, you know, goes around right into the fray without a care in the world. Like, Nosferatu tanks are probably the strongest builds in this game, honestly. They probably... Maybe I should just wrap up the battle. Assuming nobody dies here. Assuming nobody dies here, maybe I should just wrap up the battle. Why do you have to have Hawkeye and Luna Plus? Ow, the leg! The damage and the leg. Oh my goodness. This guy's going after Lucina? Oh boy, Luna Plus. Ah, miss, nerd. Yikers indeed. That is one of my most hated parts about this game. The fact that enemies can spawn and immediately attack you. Oh my. Like, that is actually not fair. Like, it's a lot better in later titles where enemies will spawn one turn and then attack you the next one, so that you actually have some notice, instead of just being like, oh, the game did something that you couldn't have known about unless you played the chapter ahead of time. Have fun. You know, yes, please keep attacking Lissa. Because she doesn't have to worry about dying to counter because she has a bow equipped. This is why bows are literally the meta of Lunatic Plus. Please don't have counter. Yeah, Gregor hates the reinforcements, doesn't he? Ah, no, why do you have to have counter? Oh my goodness, that was slow, wasn't it? Oh, thank goodness Laurent attacked as well, or else Donald would have taken a whole lot more damage. Yeah, he goes. Oh my goodness. No. Please don't have Luna Plus. No Luna Plus, or counter. Please don't have counter. Please don't counter. Oh no, Olivia's dead. You have counter? Wait, I marked everyone that has counter. You can't have counter. Phew, I forgot that I marked the ones in red that had counter, and I made sure to take them out. Thank goodness I thought ahead. Or else Olivia could have died. That would have really sucked. Hey, res went up. Sweet. My goodness. Attacking from range. Oh, okay, that's fine with me. Just don't have Luna Plus in hit. Phew. Perfect. Perfect, man. Okay, are no more villages going to appear now that an enemy went to the one? I don't think so. I think I should just end the battle here. I could get some experience for some other units first, though. This is what I could do. Like... Oh my goodness, my Laurent is already a freaking monster. I guess these are relatively weak units, but still. He is already insane. My goodness. There's no real point in me doing that apart from weapon experience, because I'll probably just promote him or change his class after this anyway. Well, may as well get some experience from my other units before we end it. I'll just end it this turn. Methinks. I can end it this turn, right? Let me just double check. Let me just double check I can end it this turn. Let's just see here. You have Pavice Plus, but Lucina doesn't care. There's a character you don't like because personally you really can't stand Virion. Oh my. Oh, that's Jerome's first crit of this, I believe. Yeah, Virion is one of the few that I didn't use in any of my pair-ups here. Virion and Vake, I believe, were the two who I didn't use in pair-ups. Lucina can only get there with a javelin, but I can make it further though. Is the thing. And that's another one of the reasons I paired up with Sumiya, because she has Gale Force. Not only does she lack Arms Thrift that I can pass on to her kid, but she has Gale Force. Yeah, let's just get some experience off of these guys. Yeah, so I can understand Virion. I kind of like Virion in a way. I never really use them. Vake is kind of strange. Vake is kind of an odd one. Okay, let's just do what we can here. Wow. Olivia's gonna one-shot this guy. My goodness. Oh. A lot more than one shot in that case. Do a shot.
I did.
Do a shot then in that case. Well. Time to die. The enemies seem really weak in this one for some reason. I don't know, now that I'm looking at Rickon. Rickon's like, to me. Definitely not the biggest fan of him. But could be way worse. Could be way worse though. It's Gregor time! I do really like Gregor on the opposite side of the spectrum. I do quite like Gregor. Honestly. Yeah, let's just get some Mystic experience here, I guess. Is what we'll do. Time to die, silly axe dude. Time to really die, silly axe dude.
Right.
My goodness. Well. Let's get some experience over here, I guess. Go around one-shotting nerds. On the opposite side of the spectrum, again, I also really like Cordelia. On the opposite side of the spectrum there. And she's also one of the best parent units in the game. For sure. Like, I think she's the only parent unit that has access to both Gale Force and Arms Thrift herself. I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Which is really, really nice. Only used Virion once outside of like the chapters he's required, and the one time you used it was during your support log quest where you had to marry him. Had to build it all the way up to S just to get that. And thanks for the host corn syrup. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but it's probably fine. Oh, this guy has counter. I should have attacked from afar. Whatever, it is probably fine. You guys, we're not finding the Mirage Village. I'm pretty sure if you do it gives you some pretty good loot. I don't remember what it is. Pretty sure it gives you a pretty good item. Too late now. Ow! So rude. So much damage, man. Got a Master Seal. Cool. 3 turns. Guess I could have one-turned it. Battle is won, and the sun is fading. We best make tracks.
Right.
Seems the Mirage remains just that. As we return our focus to the real world, let's press on. So I guess it's a slightly different ending if you actually do go to all of them, but it does seem a bit difficult to do that before the enemies do it, especially in Lunatic plus Classic. I don't know if I can pull it off, so let's not bother.
Say.
Might I have a word?
What?
I don't see why not. Tell me honestly, how would you assess my performance?
Right.
You have certain natural deficiencies, but you compensate for them well. I surmise this is the product of considerable time and effort. Ha, the best response yet. You're as wait, what? Perspicacious as you are blunt, Mother. Mother?
Indeed.
Indeed, I'm your future progeny.
Now then.
You have concrete evidence to substantiate this proposition. I have a ring which is the same as yours, quite literally.
Yes.
Fascinating, as it does appear identical.
Simply put.
Do 2 instances of a unique object coexisting constitute sufficient proof?
Indeed.
To be sure, time travel is one viable hypothesis to explain the rings, but the possibility also exists that you pilfered the ring from said time traveler. As a means of identification, I fear it inconclusive. An astute criticism. I'm uncertain that any truly conclusive case can be mounted to prove my claim, but I intend to spend the rest of my life investigating the matter, if necessary. Single-minded pursuit of the truth may be the best proof of my heredity. Dang it! This is a reasonable assumption, but I'm afraid a unilateral investigation is hardly credible. Then how should...
Right.
However, I have no material evidence to suggest you are not, as you claim, my son. I shall conduct an inquiry of my own. We'll investigate the matter until a clear conclusion emerges, together. Until then, I will grant the fundamental assumption that you are, in fact, my child.
My thanks.
Thank you, brother. Oh, those two. Alright, that's another child recruited there. Another one. Another one done. But yeah, I didn't really like Maribel at first, but then one file you just randomly started using her. Don't know what made you use her, but now you love her. It was so random. Yeah, I can understand not liking Maribel there. And hello, corn syrup. Things are going pretty alright here, especially now that we're actually managing to beat these child paralogs here. And whenever we're not, whenever I'm stressed, I have a freaking anti-stress doggo right here to just lean down and give belly scratches to, so I can never be too stressed, you know? Because I have a stress reliever right here. So, you know, easy peasy. Easy peasy stress relief. And she's also really, really tired. So there's that. So things are going pretty alright on that front there. Try to raid you, but everyone just left. Yeah, a lot of the time when you try to raid somebody, most people won't stick around. Like, it's very rare that people stick around for raids when their own streamer is done streaming. Like, to the point that honestly, raids are used more of a tool of networking rather than supporting another person most of the time. And honestly, I still like it for that strategy there. When people raid or host me, I'll typically be like, oh, what were you streaming? Like, how did your stream go? But when I see, like, hosted with one viewer there, sometimes, like, the reason an alert doesn't even come up for that is because I typically assume that that's, like, someone who wasn't streaming. Either isn't a streamer or wasn't streaming then. And I don't know if I knew that you were a streamer. So let me ask, what kind of stuff do you stream? How long have you been streaming? What kind of games do you play? Because I like asking stuff like that to fellow streamers. Let's see here. Oh, they can reach S support in a sec. Oh, I should probably go through Laurent's inventory here. Are there any pre-promoted skills that he wants? Nope. No. Sure not. Alright, let's see here. He already has Life Taker from Dark Knight, so he never has to go into that class. So, Sage it is. Sage it is in that case. Case. Jeez, I can't words today. Why use many words when can use few? Words are hard. Yeah, finished playing up some Final Fantasy 15. Your variety streamer that plays mostly on Xbox, but does emulate on PC a bit. Nice. I've never actually fully played through a Final Fantasy game myself. I played a little bit into 10. I've played games that were meant to be Final Fantasy games in Bravely Default and Bravely Second, and I adore those games. But yeah, I only got a little bit into a Final Fantasy 10 and never managed to push through. Partly because I was a brand new streamer at the time. My audio was completely busted, and I didn't feel like going and like re-recording the stuff that I already had. And yeah, there's that. You play Bravely 1 and 2. Are you looking forward to Bravely Default 2? Even though it's technically Bravely Default 3. Even though it's technically that, so it makes you question the naming there. You are? Nice. Yeah, it'll be interesting when that comes out. I'm currently in the middle of a playthrough of Bravely Second as well, but I've kind of taken a bit of a break from it, considering I have a lot of other games going on, like this. So I'm trying to push through other games before I continue with Bravely Second, but I do need to beat it before Bravely Default 2 comes out. Beat it on stream, that is. I've beaten it on my own time before, and I adore that game. Alright, let's see these support conversations. I see. How very fascinating. This era is so fortunate to have its text still intact. Scholar's dream. And I shall need to read more still if I hope to catch up with Mother.
Excuse me.
Mother? What is that bottle you're carrying? Is that liquor?
Yes.
Indeed. Breath of Dragons. A Feroxy spirit. Extremely potent.
I see.
But it's not even midday. I would not have taken you for a heavy drinker.
No.
This sample was not produced to imbibe? It was intended for this. Fire!
Well, I feel
yes.
edified.
Just as I'd heard. Potations of sufficient strength and purity burn quickly. But why the blue flame? Fascinating. This demands further inquiry.
Intriguing.
You never seem to amaze, Mother. You're breaking new ground, uncovering new truths about the world. I'll never catch up by merely reading about the discoveries of others. Please, allow me to join you in your observations.
Very well.
Certainly. Between us, we will lay the mechanism of this phenomenon bare. Nice. But yeah, you saw the Game Awards and your roommates were like, oh, what is this? Why are you so hype? Honestly, looking at that trailer, I think the trailer was crap. But I really look forward to the game because I don't think the because considering how good Bravely Default and Bravely Second are, I'm sure that that game is going to be incredible. But from the standpoint of the trailer and how well the trailer served to like advertise the game, I think it did a crap job. Yeah, you agree there? Yeah, that was not a good trailer. So the only people that it really probably got the interest of were those who have already played the previous games. Probably didn't really garner any new interest if I had to guess. It was a really bad trailer.
Excuse me.
This is yours, I presume. He's totally older than his dad, isn't he? This is yours, I presume, father. I found it lying on the ground. Do try to better secure your belongings in the future.
Thanks.
You sound just like your mother, Laurent.
Simply put.
Naturally, she is my mother. Well, yes, but still. You two are so alike. I sometimes wonder if you inherited anything from me. Don't be absurd, father. Of course I did. Oh? Like what?
Indeed.
Like the color of my hair.
Hey.
Well, that's true. It's not exactly what I was talking about. Anything more substantive? Maybe your hat blows off a lot like mine. No. No bearing in that respect is profoundly normal. Or my bearing is, dang it. Very much to my relief, if I might be perfectly frank. See, that's what I mean. You're always so serious and wordy. You could stand to loosen up a bit. Maybe act a bit more your age.
A logical result.
We're at war, father. Acting like a child is hardly behavior to be encouraged. Besides, I'm a grown man. Older than Lucina at this point, I suspect.
No.
Wait, how could you be older than Lucina? She's already been born here, but your mother and I still haven't even had you. I fear I've no more time to chat today. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, come
Laurent,
on.
wait. What's that all about? Interesting. And these two can reach S support. And I'm gonna quickly double check on my Excel spreadsheet that was my plan before I accidentally do something irreversible. Yeah, that was indeed my plan. I don't read out the S supports because I can't. They're cringy.
You there?
Very well.
No.
No, wait. Huh? What?
Yes.
All right.
No.
Huh?
Listen.
What?
Yes.
Well...
Okay, we've got our first child units as support. Cool, ever since you saw the future past conversation between Rick and Laurent, you only equipped them both with the wind tomes because that conversation made your heart feel things. So it was really fitting that they used wind tomes then. Too bad Laurent won't have arms thrift, and the magical kid that wound up getting arms thrift was Noir instead of Laurent. I had to choose between the two of them, and I wound up choosing Noir to make her a freaking crazy Nosferatu tank. And Laurent, just a super high magic stat. Oh my goodness, look at that already. Like, I only just got him and just promoted him to Sage, and his magic stat is already at freaking 33. So yeah, case in point there, I guess. My goodness gracious.